So welcome back to smartlessons.com. We have completed basics of grammar. I hope you understood all the concepts that we discussed under the different topics of basics of grammar. So after basics of grammar, in this session, we are going to deal with an important topic, that is detection of errors or error detection. So under this topic, generally the question will be like this. So a sentence is given, that sentence is divided into 4 or 5 parts. Those parts are lettered like A, B, C, D, E, or numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one will be no error option. So out of the parts divided, one of the parts will be wrong. The sentence will be wrong in one of the parts. So that part is our answer. So now let us go and deal with this topic in detail. So we have discussed parts of speech already. Now let us deal with this topic parts of speech wise. First, let us see errors we commit when we come to nouns. So let's start with first sentence. See here, we are dealing with errors regarding the usage of nouns first. First sentence, see that sentence there. I received some informations about it. No error. See, this sentence is divided into 3 parts. I received, first part, some informations, second part, about it, third part, and the last one will be no error option. Now let us see the sentence. I received. Received, that is the verb in second form. So there is no mistake. Verb second form can be used. Some informations. See here, information is noun. Information is noun. It is countable noun or uncountable noun? It is uncountable noun. We cannot count 1 information, 2 informations, 3 informations. We can't say. So it is uncountable noun. So uncountable nouns do not take S. They don't have plural forms. So that's why here informations is wrong. We have to say information. If you want to make it singular and plural, you have to add a piece of information or 2 pieces of information or many pieces of information. You cannot add S to the word information because it is uncountable noun. So here in the second part there is mistake. So your task is just to find out the mistake, not to correct it. So your answer will be 2 here. See here, uncountable nouns to be used in singular form only. So here is a list of some words which are uncountable nouns. They never take S. They are always used in singular form. Meaning plural, but they are singular in form. For example, furniture, we cannot say furnitures. Luggage, we can't say luggages. Same is the case with all the words listed here. Baggage, equipment, machinery, stationery, jewelry, hair, mischief, bread, abuse, vocation, employment, food, fuel, paper, information, advice, evidence, scenery, alphabet, poetry. So all these are uncountable nouns. They don't have plural forms. For example, he gave me an advice. Advice is an uncountable noun. So you cannot add S to it. So here there is no S. But uncountable nouns do not take article, indefinite article particularly. A or an is not used before uncountable nouns. So here an is wrong. He gave me advice, you can say. Or he gave me some advice, you can say. Or he gave me a piece of advice. If you want to make it plural, add piece, the word piece, and say a piece of advice or a word of advice. That's it. So because it is uncountable noun, you cannot add You cannot place a or an before it. A or an are placed only before countable nouns. Next, let's see. Singular. If you want to make these uncountable nouns singulars, you have to add words like a piece of, a word of, an item of, like this. Let's see. An act of mischief, you can say. Mischief is uncountable noun. If you want to make it countable, you can say an act of mischief. And bread is uncountable noun. If you want to make it singular, a loaf of bread. Loaf means piece. And luggage is uncountable noun. If you want to make it singular, you can say an article, means a piece or an item of luggage. So, uncountable nouns take much and some before them, whereas countable nouns take many and some before them. Some can be used both before uncountable nouns and countable nouns. Much is used before uncountable nouns, many is used before countable nouns. For example, he gave me much advice, or some advice, you can say, because advice is countable noun. So if you want to make it countable, you add piece or loaf or item. So she ate many loaves of bread, or some loaves of bread. Here you have made it countable by adding loaf, plural, loaves. So you can say many loaves of bread or some loaves of bread. So this is first one. So second sentence, let's see. Billiards are a nice game. This is a sentence divided into three parts, and the fourth option is no error. Billiards are a nice game. Billiards, it is noun, it's name of a game. So it is ending with s. Don't consider that all the words that end in s are plural. It is name of a game, but it ends in s, but it is taken as singular. So we say billiards are or billiards is. Billiards is a nice game. So in the second part, it is the mistake. So there are some nouns to be used with singular verb only, even though they end in s. So they are names of games. For example, billiards, athletics, aquatics, gymnastics, like this. So they end in s, but they are taken as singular only. So titles of books are also there. They end in s, but they are taken as singular. Arabian Nights, it is title of a book. Gulliver's Travels, it's also a title of books ending in s, but don't take them as plurals. Three Musketeers is a historical novel. Three Musketeers ending in s, it's a novel name, so taken as singular. That's why we used the verb is. Okay. Next, there are some names of subjects also which end in s, but they are also to be taken as singular. Economics, robotics, civics, physics, politics, ethics, statistics and mathematics. They all end in s, but they are to be taken as singular. Mathematics is an important subject. Here we are using is verb singular. So there are some names of diseases also that end in s, but taken to be singular. For example, measles, mumps, diabetes, rickets. All these are names of diseases ending in s, but taken as singular. For example, measles has affected. Don't say have affected. Measles has affected his health. So some miscellaneous words are there. They end in s, but they are taken as singular. For example, news, innings, series, summons. These are also words ending in s, but taken as singular. The news he brought is very interesting. News ending in s, but taken as singular. That's why we use the news is very interesting. Next, there are some verb. Let's see another sentence now. Where is my spectacles? This is another sentence. No error is the third option. Where is my spectacles? Here noun is spectacles ending in s. Should it be taken as singular or plural? Spectacles is one thing, but it consists of two glasses. So in English language, there are some objects or devices. They are one thing, but they are made up of two parts. Such instruments are to be taken as plural. Remember this. So now here, where is my spectacles? Wrong. you have to say spectacles is plural because it is made up of two parts. So then you have to use plural verb here. So say, where are my spectacles? Use plural verb. So see, let's see. Nouns ending in S and followed by verb in plural. Let us see some nouns. They end in S. So they should be followed by verb plural. So let us see some of them. Names of instruments like spectacles, binoculars, goggles, scissors, pliers, tongs, pincers, gallows, shears, scales. All these are names of instruments made up of two parts. So they are to be taken as plural, like in the case of spectacles. So next, articles of dress like trousers, pants, shorts, jeans, breeches. These are articles of dress. So they are also made up of two parts. That's why they are also taken as plural. Like, these pants are costly. These pants, don't say this pants. And are costly, don't say is costly. Use plural verb, use plural adjectives before them. So, but if you want to make them singular, you can add the word pair. You can make them singular. A pair of scissors is. A pair, it becomes singular. A pair of scissors is necessary now. So by adding a pair, you are making it singular. So there are some other words like assets, proceeds, riches, savings, earnings, arrears, wages, contents, credentials, orders, surroundings, manners, quarters, ashes, annals, outskirts, lodgings, tidings, premises, regards, arms, fangs, thanks. All these are to be taken as plural, ending in S. So orders were issued for the transfer of the police officer. Orders were issued. Next, his credentials are satisfactory. Credentials, that means qualifications and training, are satisfactory. So these are to be taken as plural, to be used with plural verb. Now, let's go to another sentence. The sheep are grazing in the fields. No error. Here what is the noun? Sheeps is noun. Sheep, singular, plural also sheep. Don't add S. So some words in English are both singular and plural without taking S. So like sheep, don't say sheeps. So nouns used in both singular and plural. Now let us see. Without S. Without S, some nouns are used in both singular and plural. Now let's see them. Offspring means children. Sheep, both singular and plural. Deer, both singular and plural without S. Fish, series, aircraft, species. These words are used both in singular and plural without S adding to them. A series of matches is scheduled. A series. So here it is used as singular. A series of matches is scheduled. Here a series is subject. That's why we used is verb. Next, two series of matches. Here you are making it plural by adding two, but you did not add S to the word series. Two series of matches are scheduled. Here you are saying two series. So it is plural, we are saying are scheduled. Okay. Next, another sentence. The police has arrived at the scene immediately. The police is noun here. Singular or plural? If it is singular, we should have said it policeman or policewoman. Then it becomes singular. If you say just police, it is taken as plural. So you have to use plural verb. Then the police have arrived, you have to say. So first part is wrong. Now let's see some words which are collective nouns to be taken as plural when we are talking them as a group. But when we talk about the individuals of the group singularly, we can take them as singular. So let's see. If you take these collective nouns as a whole, as one whole or as one unit, you have to use singular verb. If you talk of the individual members of these collective nouns, you have to use plural verb. Now let's see. People, gentry, peasantry, infantry, clergy, majority, folk, police, children, cavalry, poultry, cattle. These collective nouns are always used with plural verb. But some collective nouns are there which can be used both singular as in plural. See them. Committee, team, jury, house, ministry, family, mob, audience, staff, board, public. These are also collective nouns. They can be used both with a singular verb and plural verb. If you take them as one whole or one unit, you have to use singular verb. If you talk of the individual members of the group, you have to use plural verb. For example, when used as a group or a whole, you have to use singular verb. The board has elected. The board, it means a group of members. You are taking the board as a single whole here. That's why you are using the verb has, a singular verb. Has elected its, not there, because you are taking it as a whole. Its new chairman. Has elected its new chairman. You are taking it as singular now. But when used to denote individuals or members of the group, you have to use plural verb. You have to take it as plural. The board have different views on the policy. Some policy was suggested, the board have, that means the members of the board here. The board means here the members of the board have different views on the policy. So I hope you got the point.